Hello comedians, welcome back to the channel, and I hope you're doing fantastic and that you are smashing all those gigs. And even if you're not, it doesn't mean you suck, it means your audience suck as people, and you should tell them just how pathetic they are the next chance you get when you're in front of a whole different audience. Recently I was watching a Joe Rogan episode and he said that you cannot teach comedy. I'm going to show you the clip of him saying that, and then I'm going to give you my response, because this is a stand-up comedy tutorial channel and I am kind of teaching you how to perform comedy at the basic level anyway. Let's dive in. First of all, here's the clip.
There's many self-taught musicians, right? But you could learn on YouTube how to play a guitar. You can learn on YouTube how to play the piano. You can take lessons. They're available everywhere. Someone can teach you how to maximize your voice, whatever singing voice you have. There's nothing that anybody can show you about comedy.
So he used the example of being able to pretty much teach musical instruments and singing. And I agree, you can teach musical instruments and singing. Now the problem, of course, with teaching guitar, for example, on YouTube, is I can teach you all the scales, and if you practice them long enough, you'll be able to do sweep picking and play them really fast and play all the exotic scales and know them off by heart. It doesn't mean you're going to be able to move people with writing a really great song. That's something that comes with experience and knowing where your strengths are as a musician. So comedy is, in that regards, the same. I can show you all of techniques in how to write and structure and break down a stand-up comedy set and say, well, this joke works because it uses techniques from observational comedy, or this thing works because you make fun of yourself before you make fun of somebody else. These are all basics that I can tell you, but until you go up there and do it over and over again consistently, you're not going to be very strong at doing it. So teachers can only put you so far, and by watching and binging every single video I have on here is not going to turn you into an incredible comedian. It's just the truth. But by getting on stage and by continuously writing and doing both consistently as often as you possibly can, and looking back at your set and seeing where the powerful parts of your set is, where's the best suited, what kind of jokes are working for you. I just offer a way to get there faster than if you didn't have the comedy teaching. If you didn't have this channel, you'll still get there if you perform consistently, and you're still going to come up with ideas as to why strong material works and why some jokes you have are weak and not working. And by thinking always about why that is, well, the stronger jokes are going to get stronger and there are going to be more of them. But if you watch these videos, I hope that you get there a little bit quicker. Pay attention to what's working in your set, because I've seen great comedians start off and they are performing very well, but they don't know what's working for them. And so maybe down the line, I might see them a few months later and their set is actually worse than it was at the beginning, because, well, they weren't paying attention to what was working and go in that direction. That's why I think this channel is beneficial. And if I know one thing about Joe Rogan, is that he is not a naturally funny comedian. He worked really hard to get to where he is, really perfected his craft in front of difficult situations. And that's what you're going to do. Now, thankfully, in the majority of cases today, stand-up comedy at the open mic level is a little easier. It's a little more welcoming than it was years ago, when there wasn't many stand-up open mic gigs happening, and the ones that were happening were a little bit more cutthroat. Now, as far as I can see, there's a better community. Maybe not a great one, but a better one than was before. And they'll be more welcoming to you nowadays. However, the other way of looking at it is a lot more people are trying stand-up comedy. So you need to be better, or you need to be more unique, or you need to be more absurd, or you need to be something to stand out from the masses that are trying it today, because it's that little bit more welcoming. So there you have it. That's my complete rant from start to finish about that one little topic. Hopefully keep watching this channel and I'll try and continue to do my best to give you the best advice I possibly can. Now go drop the ball at the next gig.